Get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blowed up her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competing. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
First carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Jackson now. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he stopped immediately there. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Succop's kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Cohen gets it again on second, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Faking the give. Now Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Panther football to start quarter number 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That is caught by Anderson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the first down. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
Buying time to his left.
A giant hole up the middle.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd and goal, Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Play action. Now Jackson. That one's going to be complete to David Moore. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. Just shy of the 40. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Watson flushed out right. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
5 yards remain on second down.
Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they can't bring him down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 17-10 score. It's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Working with a 2nd and 3. Jackson. Ebron with it over the middle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, Pollard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now Jackson. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and the Dolphins touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. David Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. From the 31, Watson swings this out here for Cohen. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Watson on third down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On 1st and 10, Watson rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Anderson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This pass caught by Hamler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. Out to his left.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Watson. Escaping the pressure. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, 31.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Hamler now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you've got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Check. 10, under 10, 10. When you run, turn up. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. On 2nd down, Pollard. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, Ken.